Hi babies, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Yuli. Today's video is gonna be a little bit differently because I've been posting vlogs up until now, but I'm gonna make this video as kind of like my testimony of everything that's worked for me and how I know if you apply these things to your life, you can completely change your 2025. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below of one thing that you're trying to manifest for 2025. Okay, number one on the list, and this is the most important one because it's going to determine how the rest of these tips affect you. Number one is fall in love with yourself. And I know we've all seen all the self-love talk all over TikTok, Instagram, everywhere, right? Everyone has been all self-love, self-love, self-love for the past like 2 to 3 years. But the kind of self-love I'm talking about goes beyond just a skincare routine or like a solo day, even though that is a part of it. It goes more into how much do you love yourself. And I mean, like, do you love yourself on such a level where you know yourself better than anyone, where you can be your true authentic self and you feel no shame for it? And I mean, like, you love the way that your eyes look, that your hair looks, that your skin looks, the way that you laugh, your smile, that you love your quirks, your personality. Like, do you truly admire and adore yourself on that level? Or are you always reserved and shy to share your passions or your likes and dislikes because you're scared of how you're gonna be perceived? That means you don't love yourself the way you think you do. You need to love absolutely every part of yourself, and you need to love yourself through your progress. We all come to that point where we realize that we have things about ourselves that we need to work on, but you need to love yourself through the process. Understand why you like certain things or why you lean towards certain things, even if they're not healthy, but understand, have compassion and empathy for yourself. I want you to become your own best friend. And yes, this does entail going on solo dates. I promise once you fall in love with your authenticity and once you fall in love with who you truly are deep down at your core, you will radiate confidence. You will become so magnetic because you're operating at such a high frequency of authenticity and love and light. And the best way to love yourself is to get to know yourself. Spend quality time alone. And yes, go on solo dates, journal, talk to yourself, like have a romantic relationship with yourself, if that makes sense. Kind of romanticize like having a relationship with yourself. How well do you know yourself? Make sure you do your shadow work and make sure you do your mirror work. Your shadow work is really going to allow you to dig down deep inside and really access those subconscious beliefs that you have about yourself or about your surroundings, the limiting beliefs that are holding you back, your past wounds, past trauma. These are all things that you need to look at, and it can be a little uncomfortable at first, but these are things that you need to know because they're a part of who you are. They are a part of how you operate and how you perceive the world. Along with shadow work goes mirror work. Okay, mirror work is so powerful. I am not kidding when I tell you I would look myself dead in the eye in the mirror, and it is really uncomfortable at first, and you just tell yourself like, you are so beautiful, you are so intelligent, you are so magnetic. And I would just constantly compliment myself and tell myself all the beautiful things that I am going to get. To use this to manifest, I would say I am so grateful for my luxury apartment before I even had a luxury apartment. Once you do this, you are going to feel so grounded and connected with yourself. This increases your intuition, your self-worth, your confidence, and just absolutely everything, your authenticity. You are going to let your light shine once you get to this level of connection within yourself. Okay, number two, and again, this can be really uncomfortable, do a financial audit. And I'll tell you, when I did this, I literally got so anxious looking at my finances because it was like looking at all of my bad habits. There was no avoiding it anymore, which is why it's so important to do this. You need to look at how much you're making, how much you're spending, what you're spending it on, How many weekly Target trips are you going on? And Ulta, are you buying things that you don't need? Are you going ham on Amazon and TikTok shop when you don't need to be? How much have you guys spent on clothes that you haven't worn? Like, I have done this before. I have literally bought clothes I've never worn once, and I end up literally just donating them or something, and it's a waste of money. So it's very important to look at what you are spending. You're gonna tell on yourself, okay? You're gonna have no option but to hold yourself accountable. So I want you to look at your past 3 to 6 months of income and expenses to see where you're at financially. And maybe you're at a good spot, but maybe there's some credit card debt you need to pay off. Maybe there's some extra side hustles you need to pick up. Maybe there's some cutting back you need to do with all the shopping and all the unnecessary spending, okay? And trust me, I'm guilty of this too, because every time I see like a new cute candle or a cute vase or something that I literally do not need, I'm like, oh my God, it's so cute, I want to buy it. And then that thought repeatedly can rack up hundreds and thousands of dollars. And this also means looking at your credit card debt. I am very proud of the fact that I don't carry any credit card debt whatsoever. I don't carry any debt, period. The only thing that I pay monthly on a consistent basis is my rent and my car. Those are the only like outstanding loans technically that I have. I don't have student loans, I don't carry debt, I don't have anything else that I need to pay, and that helps a lot. I know a lot of people my age that have hundreds and thousands of credit card debt, and that's not okay. Credit cards are supposed to be a tool to build your credit, not just money that you can borrow when you don't have any. And the best way with credit cards is to get yourself on a payment plan. And what I've learned specifically is that making small, consistent payments is way better than skipping a payment and then making a really random big payment. Like, just make small, consistent payments like on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. Make sure you're always paying it before the due date. That matters a lot. And it doesn't even have to be a huge amount. Just make, again, small, consistent payments, and it's going to show the credit card companies that you are always making money and therefore always making payments. Okay, number 3 is doing a career audit. Are you where you want to be? To put it simply, where you are in your career, is it where you want to be? Are you doing the job that you want to be doing? Are you making how much you want to be doing? Which kind of goes into the previous one. But maybe it's time for you to update that resume and look for a better job if you're not completely satisfied with your current one. This is something I actually experienced for myself this year. I had been at a really good company for 3 years, but I wasn't seeing the growth. And I knew that I was at a point where I was ready to go to the next level, but I couldn't do it within that company. They just did not have a position for me or whatever, and I realized that it wasn't my place. Like, I was not supposed to be there. I needed to just spread my wings and fly, essentially. And a lot of the times I am grateful that I'm able to recognize that in my life. A lot of people don't, okay? I know people that have been at the same company for 16, 20 years and have not gotten a raise, and that is absolutely depressing to think about. You need to make sure that you're getting paid for your worth and your experience and your knowledge and what you bring to the table. And if the place that you're at doesn't see it, I promise you there's gonna be someone out there that does. So this is your sign to update that resume and apply to some new jobs if you need to. Maybe take a course and build your skill set. You know, there's so many things that you can do to progress yourself forward. Maybe when you do this, you decide that, oh my God, I need to make a whole new career change. I don't want to do what I'm doing. Like, I'm a server and I want to be a model. Like, you need to look at your life and start moving with what you want to do. And then once you know that, you can take actionable steps to get yourself to that place. But you need to tell yourself where you want to be. When you do this, make sure that you analyze the pros and cons of your job. That way you can see if you're at a good place or if there's room for expansion. Okay, number 4, and I don't care what anyone says, you need to work out. Moving your body has so many benefits other than just looking sexy and looking hot and being skinny, okay? I'm gonna read you just some of the benefits of getting daily exercise, okay? Reduce stress and anxiety. It boosts your mood, lower risk of cancer, improved heart health, lower risk of diabetes, you sleep better, better memory and brain function, more energy, and you live longer. So there is absolutely no reason you shouldn't be working out if you don't want all of these benefits. It's not something special to be doing. I feel like it should be a part of everyone's lives to have some type of daily physical activity. But I feel like some people just are not taught correctly, or I feel like mainly with minority like families like myself, like exercise and eating healthy just wasn't a thing. It was kind of like something special that you had to do, and you don't have to be rich to exercise, and you don't have to be rich to eat healthy. It's all about the decisions that you make for yourself, and moving your body daily, even if it's going on a hot girl walk, has major benefits to your life. You guys need to think long term, because whatever you don't do now is gonna cost you later on. And I would rather take an hour of my day now to exercise than be 50, 60 years old with heart problems and taking pills and not able to have an active lifestyle because I didn't do it early on in life. And obviously you're gonna build muscle and you're gonna build up your joint health, and it's just good for you. Just go work out, okay? And of course, over time, you're gonna build muscle, you're gonna get toned, and you are gonna look hotter. Just remember that health is wealth, okay? And it all starts with that number one. Your mindset is everything. You need to love yourself, because it's really hard. It's really, really hard to go to the gym and to be able to look yourself in the mirror and to be able to struggle when you can't pick up a 10-pound weight. Okay, you have to have love and empathy and compassion for yourself in those moments, because it's really hard, and it's mental more than anything. Go work out, please. I promise your life is gonna be so much better. I forgot what number we're on, but number 5, I think, is manifest, manifest, manifest. I don't care what anybody says. Manifesting works. Prayer works. Vision boards, prayer boards, they work. I have literally done every type of manifesting you can think of, and I can promise you it works. I am currently doing what I wanted to manifest to do. I have the camera that I manifested, okay? I have the car that I manifested. I have the apartment that I manifested. I have the friendships that I manifested. I literally have the relationship that I manifested, okay? When I tell you it works, I promise it works. There is something so powerful about envisioning yourself having these things, and that's really what it all comes down to. The journaling, the vision boards, the being delusional, it all comes down to envisioning yourself with everything that you desire. And I'll tell you, it does take work. It's really hard to imagine yourself with things that you don't have, but the more you do it, the easier it's going to become. I've literally done, like I said, I've literally done every form of manifesting, and some of my favorites are, of course, vision boards, higher self journaling. So this is like journaling, like you already have the things that you're manifesting. So when I really wanted a Mercedes, I would just write, I am so happy and grateful that I drive my Mercedes every day. Okay, so literally journal in the present tense, and also you can do a day in the life. So like Yuli wakes up at 6 a.m. and goes to a Pilates class, and just write out your whole day and what your higher self would be. Another really good way is just meditation, just literally taking a moment to envision what you want your day to look like when you have all these things and what your dream life is. And of course, vision boards, you know, okay, there's something so magical about seeing your dream life just displayed in front of you, and you can look at it every single day if you need to remind yourself of what you are working towards. And I'll tell you this, the difference between the person that has the thing that you want and the person that doesn't have the thing that you want is their belief. As long as you believe it, baby, you can bring it to fruition. And it's so important. Practice shifting into your higher self on a daily basis. You have to intentionally act like the person that you want to become, and that is so powerful. Like the person that you see here today, the person that me talking to you, I was not this person 2 years ago. I promise you. If you met me 2-3 years ago, this is not what you would see, okay? I have completely changed myself from the inside out, and I am proud to say that. And if I can do it, you can do it. Like I'm not special. Like there's nothing special about me. Even though I tell myself different, there's nothing special about me, okay? I am just a regular human being that is delusional enough and believes in myself enough that I can just wield anything into my existence, and it works. Another tip I'm gonna give you to manifest is don't put the things that you want on a pedestal. Because if I think of the kid that grew up wealthy and surrounded by wealth, okay, these things are normal to them. Like a luxury car is normal to them, a mansion is normal to them, frequent trips on a private jet is normal to them. It's normal to these kids. You need to reprogram your subconscious, okay, to literally believe that these things are normal and that you are capable of attaining them. I promise you, the kid that grows up wealthy does not think that he can't do that for himself, because his parents did it. That's what he grew up. The only reason we think that way is because we grew up in lack, and we grew up with parents that have a lot of limiting beliefs. At least I did. Okay, number 6 is a relationship audit. You need to really look at the relationships that you have in your life, whether that's work, friends, or romantic relationships. You really need to ask yourself if these relationships align with your higher self. I will be the first to tell you, I lost a lot of friends when I decided to change my life. Like, things just completely fell apart around me. But it's fine because I couldn't bring those people with me to this level. I would never for the life of me have these people in my life right now. You need to ask yourself how people make you feel. Are your friends more negative or more positive? Do they make you feel shameful or like you're not good enough or like you're not pretty enough? Like, there's different energies to all of this, and if your friends are not making you feel good about yourself and empowered and motivating, that's a problem. Like, when I talk to my friends, I empower them, I motivate them, I bless their day. Like, I let them, like, I have a beautiful day. Okay, like, you need to be around positive people that align with everything that you want to bring into your life. Because if you have someone negative in your life, how do you think they're gonna feel or how they're gonna make you feel when you start getting everything that you want? I guarantee you they're gonna be jealous and petty, and you just don't want that around you. Just remember that we choose our reality, and a big part of that is who we surround ourselves with. Remember, you have a choice. Put yourself first. You deserve genuine and loving connections. You deserve to feel energized and loved and cherished by your friends. Number 6, and again, please don't kill me, you need to read more. And I bet you haven't heard that one before. I honestly don't care what you read. I don't care if you read manga or if you read the Bible, but you need to be reading something. It's not only gonna help you speak better and write better, it's going to exercise your brain, okay? Your brain is a muscle that also needs stimulation. And if you're just constantly scrolling or watching TV all day, that's not beneficial, okay? Your brain needs to exercise creating an image. That's why reading is so important. And it's also gonna help you with manifesting because it's gonna help you with visualizing. You need to be able to read a book and create an image in your mind. It's gonna increase your vocabulary. You are gonna have something to talk about. It's knowledge. Like, knowledge is power. Knowledge is sexy. It's literally a free workout for your brain. And like, me personally, I read romance novels and I love that. It's fun for me. Have fun with it. Read like a crime book or a horror book. There are so many genres that you can be reading. And of course, it's gonna occupy your time. It's a hobby. I completely lost track of what number we're on. Number 8 is create routines. And I mean skincare, beauty, morning, night routine. Just have a routine for your life. Not only does this romanticize your life, but it just helps you build intention into your day, and it helps you build those small moments with yourself. If your morning routine is just waking up, getting a glass of water to drink, and sitting in the sun for 3 to 5 minutes, and then coming inside and making breakfast, that is an intentional morning routine. You took some time for yourself and you slowed down your morning instead of just staying in bed and scrolling mindlessly for half an hour and then rushing out the door. Just create time for you to slow down. We already live in a world that is so fast-paced and so like work. Like, take the time to slow down. Especially as a woman, this is gonna help you so much with romanticizing your life and just having like a soft feminine like life by building in those intentional routines and moments and almost like honoring yourself and honoring your time on this earth and just loving on yourself. Okay, number 9 is pick up a hobby, which can be reading. Don't be the boring person that when you meet someone, you literally have nothing to talk about because all you do is work and go to sleep. Okay, have a hobby, even if that's going to the gym or horseback riding, playing tennis or doing Pilates or dancing or writing, photography. There are so many hobbies. This world is filled with things to do and fun to have. Always have something to look forward to. Your hobby could be going to concerts. Okay, I actually know someone that literally, she like religiously goes to concerts. She loves going to concerts and that's her hobby. Like, your hobby can literally be anything as long as it's something that you have fun with and that you love doing and that gives you like something to talk about. And last but not least is be the main character. Stop living your life on autopilot. Stop just letting life happen in front of you and live life. Like, actively put intention into your life, which if you do all of the things that I mentioned, I promise your life is going to be so much more abundant and rich and fulfilled. Again, don't be the boring person that just goes to work and goes to sleep. Like, have fun, be the main character. Imagine your life is a movie and literally imagine like everything is a montage. How boring would it be if the character literally all they did was go to work and go to sleep? Okay, that would be a boring movie. Even if it starts out that way, there's always that point in the movie where the main character wakes up, realizes they have control of their life, and completely flips the script. That's what you need to do for your 2025. Just flip the script, okay? Act like you're going into a different season of your life. If you do all of the things that I mentioned, I promise by the end of 2025, you're gonna be a completely different person. This video was a little bit different, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please, please, please do everything on this list because I want to see you succeed. I want to see you become the best version of yourself, okay? I hope you guys have the best year ever in 2025, and I hope that you are blessed abundantly in every area of your life. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.